Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, I'm Kira. This is Kai. The growling you can hear is actually Jackson. He's right here. He's right there. But anyways, today we are doing a 2 looks, 1 palette. I hauled this palette last month. I only brought 4 palettes into my everyday collection, which I'm very surprised. I usually bring more. And it was the Natasha Denona Glam Face Dark Palette. I saw Tati using the eyeshadow parts of this, and they looked so gorgeous on her, which is why I had to get this palette. Plus, if you don't know, I love the Glam Face Light palette. I think that they retail for $59, and they are such a good deal. I have not flipped this open, so that's why I'm keeping it closed. That way air does not get into the cream blush. But if you did not know, this is a new highlighter formula. But this cream blush and this size highlighter, she actually does have in duos that she retails these duos for $42. And then this is the midi size eyeshadows, and a 5-pan of those is going to run you $25. So 42 plus 25 is around the $59 price range, but still a little bit more. So this is a really good deal. Get it from Sephora. Get your points. Use your points. Get it on sale on the VIB sale. All that crap. I am a little nervous to use this because I was looking at it trying to think of the looks to do, and I was like, it's really, really dark. Now that I have this in my hands, I kind of think that what she could have did was expand the range. This is called Dark. I don't think that this is dark. I think that what she should have did is had the light. Light's perfect. Had a medium, named this one Tan, made a dark one, and then made a deep one. And that would have been able to fit so many more skin tones. I really think that she should have did that. This 100% should be named Tan. Don't look at this palette and tell me it shouldn't be named Tan. It should be named Tan. It really should be. On top of the fact that it has a bronze tan packaging. These are just more medium to dark skin tone colors, really. And I just think that, you know, if you're somebody who has a skin tone around like Naima Tang, this is not going to work for her. Maybe that highlight, but this would not work for her, I don't think. Which is sad because Natasha Denona has such great formulas, and I love Naima Tang. She's beautiful. But anyways, we're going to get into... I also have this 5-in-a-box from Catrice that I hauled a couple months ago that I have not had a chance to use. This is the golden nude one, so I might dive into this for a couple of the lighter brown shades. Alright, but anyways, we're going to get into it. I'm going to use my LA Colors eye primer in matte finish. You guys know I adore this. It made it into my monthly favorites last month. I am not going to have repeat products in this monthly favorites, so just know this is a favorite. I'm going to set both eyes with 2 different powders because I want to test them out next to each other. And this series has honestly become my testing out series. I love playing with makeup. I love just diving into so many different things. I just dived into the same powder. I'm gonna fail. Okay, I'm gonna use this powder on this eye from the Catrice palette. It's a little bit darker than the Polite powder from the Chocolates palette, which is what I tend to use whenever I want to set, which I don't ever really tend to want to set this primer. So, unlike most times when I film this series, I actually went into this and looked at this palette, and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with this palette. So, Catrice's 5-in-a-boxes have been compared to Natasha Denona's. You can see Natasha Denona's midi-size palette eyeshadows are a little bit bigger, but it comes in the same palette packaging like this. So it is gonna run a little bit bigger. These are like $5. Her mini midis are like $25. So just kind of make the best decision for you. I'm gonna take this brown from the Golden Nude Look palette on my Luxie mini angled brush, because there is not a transition shade that is light enough for me in the Glam Face Dark palette. I can see myself getting rid of this and giving it to somebody else who is a darker skin tone once I've, you know, used it a bit. So don't be surprised if that does end up in a declutter, because I can already tell you I'm probably not going to use it that much. So what I'm gonna do is a very simple look, I think. Really, I don't like setting this eye primer for this reason, because it really makes shadows tougher to blend, honestly, if it's set. But if it's a really good shadow like Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, you tend to have an easier time blending them than you would at a drugstore. So I'm going to open this for the first time and be sad. I'm going to take the highlight shade that feels stunning and place that on the lid on this eye, because I mean, you can use highlight as eyeshadow. I did this in the other one as well. I'm probably going to do a very similar look to what I did on the other one. I am going to take Kai. God, he's putting shit up. Man, make him stop growing up. I'm going to take this dark brown from the Catrice palette. Powdery. And make this a little bit more intense by putting it on the outer corner and blending into the crease. Oh, you two are so cute. Alright, I'm going to dive into... I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to dive into this highlight shade from the Catrice palette and put it on my brow bone and my inner corner. Nowhere near Natasha Denona's intensity, but I also think Natasha Denona's eyeshadows are more intense than her highlights. I'm just going to take this pencil, no, I'm going to take this brow brush actually, and just copy what I did on the crease. Yes, you are a good big brother when you don't take stuff from your little brother. I'll take a little bit more of the brown to blend that out. And I'm feeling this look. I'm feeling it. I really am. Something super duper simple. You could totally recreate this look just with this palette. Just use this shade and this to set, and then this shade on the lid. You could recreate this look with just this little $5 palette. Okay, I'm going to take my NYC liquid liner, and I'm not going to do a wing. I'm going to just do a line, which I don't ever really just do a line. I tend to always do a wing, but I wanted a line today on this look. And I want to deepen this up a little bit. So I'm going to take, I already pulled these out because I knew the kind of looks I wanted to go for. I just didn't know which eye I was going to put them on. I'm going to take this ColourPop Creme Gel Eyeliner in Nocturnal. It's just a round. Again, if you want a Creme Gel Eyeliner, pick it up from ColourPop's website. You will get a dried out version from Ulta. I'm going to take my Jeffree Star approved lash primer. I'm still testing this out. Luckily, this series allows me to really test this out, so I can really know what I think of it. I will definitely have this in either a favorites or a hate it at the end of the month. So if you're curious about that and you're checking this out a few months later, just check out my June favorites, because this video should be out around that time that I'm going to post that. So I'm going to use my ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara in brown. Okay, I'm going to take this LA Colors crease brush, and I'm going to dive into all 5 of these. So I'm going to take Transition, which is really dark for me. So I'm going to go very light-handed, because it's not light enough for me to actually use it. The Transition is quite dark. So really blending that crease color out, that transition shade. It does blend out nice. Like, it's... I know for a fact these are Natasha Denona shadows because this is still blending out so good on top of that primer that when it's set, where I had an issue with the Catrice one. I'm going to take the crease shade. And just blend that into the crease. Okay. I'm having a little bit of a tough time blending this one out. It might obviously be because it's just too dark for my skin. But it is eyeshadow also. So I'm going to take the outer corner shade, which is kind of a fiery warm tone one. What? Is it because it's Farthus? Yeah. And nope. Nope. I'm not even gonna bother. On the lid with my finger. Thank you for that, Kai. I appreciate that. I am having a tough... Why am I having a tough time with this palette? Like, I have to, like, go in with multiple layers. Like, why am I having a tough time with this palette? I love the light one. And it's not because it's the dark... It's the eyeshadow. It's the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with Smoke shade and put that on the outer corner. This is the first time I'm using these palettes. So, this palette and my other previous 4 palettes that I hauled. And I did not have issues with them. So why am I having issues with this? Like, yeah, I would expect myself to have issues with the skin tone shades, but not the eyeshadows. Eyeshadows are not skin tone preference. I'm taking the inner corner shade, hopefully on that detailer brush. Yeah, oh my gosh. Ew, that is way too dark for me to use this that night, but I'm gonna roll with it. That brow bone. Okay, so no additional product on this crease brush. Okay. I'm gonna take this EcoTools lip brush and just copy what I did in the crease onto the lower lash line. Then take the crease shade. And then Smoke is going on the outer corner. Okay. So, taking the NYC liquid liner, I'm gonna do a wing. Both my boys are watching Mickey Mouse Funhouse. I am doing a wing because this is a very intense look. Taking the Rimmel London Scandalize in Nude. I was so excited about this. I was so excited. Now I feel like the most disappointed. Alright, I'm taking my Jeffree Star approved lash primer. I'm so disappointed. I mean, I love the light one. I feel like it shouldn't work bad for this one. Shouldn't work bad for me. The skin tone should, but not the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow, no. The eyeshadow should be fine for me to use. Okay, just taking the Anastasia Lash Brag Mascara, and I'm gonna finish this look up. Okay, so here are the finished looks. So I actually like both looks that I created. I just think that this eye, honestly, is very lackluster, and to get it to look the way it did, I had to work very, very hard, and I shouldn't have to work with Natasha Denona's shadows, considering the fact that the price is the way it is, and I honestly prefer the Catrice eye over this. I use more Catrice shadows, and I just use the highlight shade. But what do you prefer? Do you prefer this, like, light look, or do you prefer the bronze look? Lighter bronze. Let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys. He's waving bye-bye to Mickey. Now he's going to wave bye-bye to you guys. You going to wave a wiggle? Alright. Bye, guys.